I come from Serbia. I work with Gamma Digital as a digital strategist. So today I'm going to talk about digital in the hands of young millennials. You've heard all about SMM today, and as digital is like, let's say, media that goes very, very fast. So basically we cannot track the trends that are happening every day. And especially if you want to concentrate on a target audience that is like millennials, you have to look that on, while we are still talking about Facebook and looking as the main medium, somewhere out there that's already past, and they're looking into new applications, new social media, new stuff that are taking our millennials and their, let's say, voice of mind. So basically, we start with something that millennials, as a requested audience as it is, they're like the people who will not know like the connection between these stuff. Does everybody knows what it is and how it goes? So basically, millennials today, when they see this, they do not understand what it is. They also will never remember how difficult it was to listen to your favorite song on repeat, how you had to tape it over and over on your tape and just like to try to listen to the same song. You spent tons of time to doing that. How did we ever manage to find each other without using mobile phones? How it was difficult to arrange to someone that you're going to meet him in exactly 2 hours in exactly this same place, and nobody's going to be late and you have no possibility to talk to them. Also, there is positive stuff. So basically, millennials will build some completely new emotions and new experiences. On this image, you see a little girl. We'll call her Kate. And there's an interesting story that my friend told me. It's actually the daughter of my friend, and she was sitting home playing with her tablet every day. And she decided one day to come. She was watching something on the TV, and she came and she started doing this. And she said, "Daddy, telly's broken. Telly's not working. Telly's broken." And for a young kid, for her, that's like a normal thing. If she sees a screen, she's trying to zoom in, but she doesn't understand why doesn't it work. Like, it's completely normal stuff. So basically, as much as we think of millennials, we'll be looking over them, how we look on these stuff, what we remember as a kids. We will be looking at these stuff, what millennials have been making. And we will be laughing at, like, we'll be thanking to millennials for thinking of selfies. They gave us selfies. They gave us planking. Lots of fun stuff to see on the internet these days. They also gave us owling. So they're going to think of everything new, but it's going to be funny anytime that you see it online. They also invented photobombing, which is very popular with celebrities as well. So many photos which are being sent to and sent online as well here. Or Gangnam Style, definitely, this is one of the hilarious stuff. Or, of course, Ice Bucket Challenge, one of the best viral marketing cases that were happening. And my personal favorite, Kate Upton in Zero Gravity. I'm not sure this is like a selfie or a trend, but it was definitely cool to see, at least for myself. Well, all of this leads us to that, as we see and as Ukraine will get 3G finally, and that we will go into era of mobile content, we see that all of this social networks and all of this that millennial use is very, very connected to smartphones, and it's used that smartphone is going to be the only medium that's going to be with our users 24 hours, 7 hours a day. So come to that, we start with what is now and what will soon be before. So basically all of these apps that you see, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, even Foursquare and so on today, but basically we are leaning on to new stuff. And those, let's say, smaller mobile applications which we'll be talking about today, like Snapchat, Vine, Tinder, Messengers, Shazam, Instagram, and everything which is taking over our millennials today. So starting off from the one that we know the most, basically the Instagram as a trending photo app, we want to look today how brands are using these apps to connect to their consumers, to millennials. So basically, Instagram, we'll start with a simple case, which is based by a restaurant which wanted to do crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing is when they invite their consumers to participate in creating content for the brand itself. So basically, they come to the very simple idea, starting from what people do when they're on Instagram. They go and see, they snap of photos of their food and post it online. So they decided to invite their consumers to create an Instagram menu for Komodo restaurant. Let's take a look. personally, I love the idea. What I do when I go to a new restaurant, I always go to Foursquare. I check out tips to see who said, recommended what to order. You want to enjoy the new restaurant, but you don't want to be the one who's going to choose the bad meal. So you always try to see it. And they used Instagram for this. Unfortunately, I don't have the picture here with me, but a very good case, a very good photo, which says like where we live today. They said, like a table which invite on Facebook. Does anybody know a place where we can stare at our phones together? Anyone knows a good place where we can stare at our photos? Because people are simply doing the mobile phones all day long. This is another example made by Nike. They wanted to promote their ID collection. So basically it's like Adidas also has that you can customize your shoe and buy it as well as you want. But when people have too many possibilities to customize, it's very difficult for you to decide what do you really want. What kind of colors, what kind of shades do you want, how do you want to do it? So they decided to reach out to Instagram users and help them choose their own Nike ID. So what they did, they asked them to send their favorite Instagram photo to system, and the system will analyze the colors on the photo and will propose a shoe identically in these colors. So it's kind of very nice engagement in the end. And when you create the shoe, you can post it on the gallery and see it as itself, or you can simply click and order it directly, which will come to your home address. A very interesting use of Instagram. This is one very also interesting case. Mercedes-Benz used Instagram in a way to start like a small quest where you can go from one account to another in order to customize your own car and come to the one of the possible solutions. I'll show you a video so you can understand more. So basically series of accounts where on each step you can choose and moderate your car however you want. Choose within the colors and come to the last one which you want to make. Some examples of Instagram. Now we come to the next one. Tinder. How many of you know what Tinder is? Can you show me a show of hands? How many of you use Tinder? Very, very interesting app. I'll try to summarize shortly what it is. For those who don't know, Tinder is an app where people meet. People meet to meet and talk. Very popular among, I think, more than 600 million users worldwide. Extremely popular. Trust me, lots of your friends are there already. I know. This is a very specific app, very closed app, and very, let's say, intentional. You know what you want to do there. And I love these cases to see how brands decided to tap into Tinder and how to reach their consumers there. Starting with a simple case, Domino's Pizza this Valentine's. They simply created a profile and said, would you be my Valentine? So if you, I'll explain the mechanics, how Tinder works. You open the app and you see pictures of people who you want to meet. You can either swipe left or swipe right. If you swipe on one hand, you decline. If you swipe on another side, you accept. And if the other person accepts you as well, you start chatting, and then you can possibly meet if you're charming enough. So Domino Pizza came into when you're looking, let's say, from my perspective, you look at the girls and you come to a profile of Domino's Pizza and they say, would you be my Valentine? And then you say, okay, pizza, Valentine. Okay, why not? Swipe. Okay, I do. And they swap you and they come chatting and they say, okay, if you impress me enough this Valentine, I'll give you a free pizza. And then you see yourself chatting with Domino Pizza in order to try to get a free pizza. How crazy is that? But actually it's kind of genius as well. Very, very simple, but very fun way to tap into your users on their own platform. It's also can be a different kind of love. It doesn't have to be a love between humans. It can be love with pets. So Animal Shelter came with an ideal, I think, campaign called Puppy Love. So let's take a look.
7.6 million dogs are abandoned in the US every year. That's 7.6 million dogs that just want to be loved. But where can dogs go to find someone who will fall in love with them? The same place we go, Tinder. We partnered with the Socialties Animal Rescue to put profiles of their abandoned dogs on Tinder. This way, you can find the dog you like. Go on a date, and hopefully you fall madly in love. Puppy love.
Definitely good choice, and definitely good also, let's say, social responsibility campaign as well. But as we came into the serious issues, as you said, Tinder is always fun and about hooking up. They can be a real platform for CSR, as I just mentioned. So this is the case from Amnesty International. Take a look.
Many women across the world don't have the power to choose how they live their lives. Amnesty International Australia wanted to communicate this issue in a relevant, modern way that would gain the support of Australian women. We decided to take our message to a place where millions of women make their choices every day, social discovery app Tinder. We partnered with Tinder and set up profiles within major cities across Australia featuring the headline, "Not all women have the choices you do." As female Tinder users swiped through people in their area, they were presented with our profile linking through to a fully responsive campaign website to sign up and show support. This was a completely new approach to reaching Tinder's growing user base of over 600 million people, and no brand had used the network in such an innovative way. On the day of launch, hundreds of women also took it upon themselves to replace their Tinder profile image in support of the campaign. Nearly 10,000 choices were made on the campaign website itself, driving sign-ups and interest from a new audience for Amnesty. The buzz online was instant, prompting widespread coverage from press, tech blogs, social and charity websites. Thanks to Amnesty and Tinder, thousands of women in Australia chose to stand up for the millions of women across the world who don't have that same choice.
Simply beautiful campaigns from brands who tapped into just the basics of the, in this case, app or social media as well, and just used it to start with that and go into offline with PR, with print, with everyone just talking about your quest. Moving on, we come to Shazam. I guess many of you know what Shazam is. Am I right? Can we show Shazam? Okay, so Shazam basically is an app. That's my first app. When I bought my first iPhone, I wanted it because of this. I love music, and it's like you simply tap on a button, and whenever you are in club, you're listening music on your phone, on your laptop, and it shows you the exact band and the name of the song. So amazing app. So basically produced as a music app. Some call it today as a new QR code. So basically you don't need to photograph everything, you just like recognize the sound, and that's how you can get to a different link or different use. This is what brands decided to do as well. So starting from simple integration with a TV ad, you have let's say TV ad for Jaguar, which shows you Shazam to get inside the F-Type. So what you need to do while you see the ad on TV, you simply turn on your mobile phone, click on Shazam, and by recognizing the sound from the TV ad, it will automatically lead you to any kind of link that can be lead to this one. This one was to personalization, like you've seen on Mercedes case. So instead of using Instagram, they used Shazam as a way to interact with the car itself. One of my favorite cases in Shazam was made, I think, last year, and they said here, like, free bear hugs, keep calm and hug a bear. Australians realized that Australians in general are not very emotional people. They don't love to share emotions. So when they produced Cornetto Enigma, with a soft side, as they call it, they decided to tap into and to try to share emotions with people and use Shazam for this. This is the case.
To celebrate the launch of the new Cornetto Enigma with its irresistible sub-centre, we wanted to help Australians everywhere reveal their sub-side. The task, however, was not as easy as first thought, with research showing Australians to be among the worst at revealing their feelings. Thankfully, our furry friend the Enigma Bear came to the rescue, helping Aussies everywhere reveal their sub-side. For launch, the Enigma Bear made appearances on YouTube, Facebook and the Cornetto blog, so fans all over the country could find out when the Enigma Bear was spreading the love in their neck of the woods. The Enigma Bear had more than one trick up his sleeve to get Aussies to reveal their sub-side. By shazamming the TBC or going to revealyoursubside.com on mobile or desktop, fans could send a personalised sub-side message via the bear to someone special. Throughout the campaign, rich media banners also drove thousands of viewers to the site, including an interactive YouTube placement where people had the chance to play a classic fun park game to win a soft toy. While the Enigma Bear travelled the nation, thousands of fans on Facebook went in the draw to win an Enigma Bear of their own. After all this, the best was still to come. As lucky folk at the Future Music Festival in Brisbane and Melbourne's Fed Square got to express their sub-side thanks to an interactive Xbox Connect installation, which allowed fans to become the Enigma Bear and bust out a few love-inspired moves. After travelling all over the nation, spreading his fluffy love both online and off, the Enigma Bear's soft-side tour has come to an end. He helped loads of Australians get in touch with their soft-side by giving away countless hugs and more than 200,000 Cornetto Enigmas, while picking up over 55,000 new Facebook friends in the process. Most importantly, our sales speakers felt the love too. In grocery, we achieved the highest value sales on record, with 8.8 million sales easily eclipsing our previous best quarter of 6.6. We also attained our highest value share of multi-packs on record, with 7.7%, topping our previous best quarter of 6%, and smashing the result of 3.2% from the same period last year. For out-of-home and petrol and convenience, we achieved similar success with the highest quarterly volume share on record for AC Nielsen in cones, our best figure for over 2.5 years. Thanks, Enigma Bear.
Moving on, we go to the next social network. Very shortly, I'm going to touch something about Vine. Vine is a popular social network, especially in the US, where you make very short videos, so basically which are being looped. So you make like a new form of expression. And people usually go with very simple videos. They talk bad words, or they just like want to send something to their friend, and they loop it all along, like looping favorite scenes from movies. Dunkin' Donuts came to a very interesting communication-wise stunt, how to communicate with their target audience. Basically, they sponsored Super Bowl. And while doing it, they decided to do what they called Dunkin' Replay. What was that? Basically, after every match, they sponsored on TV a series of wines, which was made with their instant coffees and freezers, if I'm right. So basically what they did, they were looking at the match over and over again, and they had a team of people who was ready with the cups and trying to film the exact scene that was happening on the match like 15 minutes ago. So they did it quite fast and posted, so basically everyone who watched the match within the halftime can see exactly how it was. Just imagine people like playing with the cups of coffee and trying to make a video like this. But the engagement was definitely big and enticing. A similar app in terms of, let's see, time frame is a Snapchat, also very popular and very specific. What's the essence of Snapchat? You post a photo which is being deleted after 10 seconds. So everything that you post on this social network lasts for only 10 seconds. So you can imagine what people usually post in these cases, yeah? But some brands decided how they can use lots of millennials on this app as well. So Heineken decided, while sponsoring Coachella, one of the biggest American music festivals, how they can provide this, how to say, instant joy of 10 seconds to their consumers. So let's look how they did it. very engaging in a way. They posted a photo of an artist. It was hidden in a way, and they had only 10 seconds to see the photo and try to guess who it is. And by guessing, they can come to a special live performance that was only happening in this closed stage as well. But as we have seen, there are not only fun ways to use the social app, very serious ones. And this is how WWF did a campaign called "Don't Let This Be My Last Selfie."
Snapchat, where selfies live for only 10 seconds. To reach a younger target, WWF subverted the selfie meme by showing the planet's most endangered species disappearing right in front of our eyes on Snapchat. These are the last selfies. Before disappearing, the image asked for help by sharing, adopting an animal, or donating through SMS. After 1 week, 40,000 tweets hit 120 million Twitter timelines, meaning 50% of all active Twitter users were exposed to it. And even Snapchat retweeted the project. With headlines in more than 6 languages, Last Selfie raised global awareness. And in just 3 days, WWF reached their donation target for the entire month.
Very beautiful, very emotional. So basically, we're coming to the end. We've seen lots of these small and interesting apps that will surely take over the world, take over Ukraine is in a matter of months or years or year. So if everything of this fails, you can always have a naked guy in a glass box. This is one of my cases back from Serbia. I'll just give you, before we see the video, I'll give you an introduction. The brand here, Rosa lip balm, is a lip balm. In Serbia currently, Nivea with their brand Labello is the market leader. They have 94% of market share. So basically there is no competition. And the name Labello is, we don't use lip balm, we say Labello. So basically it became the name of the brand, became name of the category itself. So when you have a competitor like that, what can you do? Imagine a new brand, local brand trying to step in. Size of budget compared to Nivea is very, very small. So for us, it was how we can reach these young millennials, how we can talk to them. So we decided to very optimize our budget and to put it into one event, the biggest event that you can possibly have for this target audience, Valentine's Day. Everybody is present, Nivea is present, but we decided to go with all of our strengths and to try to be the best. We started our campaign by opening a Facebook page, social media, with that was not called by the brand name, by Rosa lip balm, because nobody knew what Rosa lip balm was. So we decided to call it Master of Kisses. It's a very interesting local name connected to a very popular song. But we tapped into the very basic of the lip balm itself by producing kisses. The best translation would be the one who kisses the best. So we decided to go with this activation, and this is how it went. We organized a place in shopping mall where we created a virtual kissing booth. Oh, sorry. We'll come back to that afterwards. Just a little explanation. So we started by seeding these viral videos on YouTube with naked guys, basically inviting you to come to Valentine's Day. If you don't know how to spend a Valentine's Days, come spend it with me in a shopping mall. So nobody know what was going on. We advertised this kissing booth, and the deal was you come in front of the kissing booth and you measure how compatible is your kiss to the guy behind the glass. So you kiss with him over the glass, and the machine measures how compatible it is. If it's between 1 and 50%, nothing happens. If it's between 50 and 100, then the lip balm drops out, so you have a free sample. And if it's 100%, the gate opens, the guy comes out and takes you out for dinner. So it was a mess. You've seen how many girls were actually like, La Bella was on the side, they had some stand doing some activation. They were like, what's going on? Where are these people going? Like, everybody's kissing this guy, what's going on? So basically it was all over the press, all over TV, all over media, and we managed to like do a very good job with a small budget by concentrating on these activations. So thank you. Questions? No questions. Thank you very much. Yep.